me 15 minutes to reboot, redo everything, and then I could start my day, which was aggravating as hell.
Doesn't it have just like an auto button? Like, boom, you can...
No, it didn't.
So was it a mean letter you wrote, or was it a very nice letter?
No, it's still
you
on the
wrote?
back of my chair.
Okay.
I'm Vic Faust.
I
Don't
still have
take
it.
my stuff.
I said, please do not remove the chair. I have it. It's a piece of paper that's still posted on the back of my chair.
We would
and
have
it's
to.
been there for years.
All right. Okay.
There was a certain morning show that you'd have to put your name on everything because otherwise it would end up in their possession at all times.
Well, that happens. People still eat everybody else's food out of the
Oh my
refrigerator,
God,
which is one of the
that
grossest
and
things
your
ever.
headphones. So
I
the
hope
other
COVID
thing,
has changed
you
that.
had to make sure that you had your name on your headphones, or hey, those might be ours. I don't know. They're in our area. I don't know. Those could be ours. Not that I'm saying what morning show that was.
I was going to say, well, I feel like you're kind of telling us what morning show that was.
I do believe that Jesus may have taken your headphones.
Oh my God,
That's really
pretty good.
funny. We might do something
that's a
funny
pretty
with that there, baby.
That's pretty good, Brendan.
Thank you.
That is good. I always give you compliments about how talented you are. So once again, we're on the Facebook situation page normally. We're just not on Facebook yet. To Chris's credit, from Florida, he's trying to fix it. I don't know.
That is
if,
pretty nice of him, actually.
well, it's his system. So
He's the only one that knows how to use any
I
of
feel
this,
like
really.
you knew what you were doing. You just knew what was impossible
of course,
for you
Brendan
today.
does.
I know enough.
I know enough.
But
Just
I don't
enough.
have... I know how to play the game, but I don't have access to how to set the
That's
things
fair.
for the video game, if that makes sense.
That's fair. See, at SCL TV, when I tape my show on Monday, this is exactly what happens there, too.
Always.
Everything
That's-
is...
that's-
somebody came in over the weekend and, like, unplugged a bunch of stuff.
Mom and Pop
yeah.
is Mom and Pop. It's bubblegum and spit. Everything's held together with bubblegum and spit, but it makes it part of the fun.
Well, people. So I got another message. I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. I was just told Chris thinks he's found the issue, but I don't know if that's going to change for today. So go figure. Go figure, Angela. On your first day here, we can't get on Facebook, and
You
I
know
am
what?
sorry.
That's okay. I told everybody
We're
to
on
watch on
YouTube.
Facebook,
I
but it's
Watch on
apologize.
the
fine.
YouTubes.
I didn't
You
tell anybody to do that.
But
YouTube's
people
the
don't
biggest
know
thing.
in advance to go to YouTube. They know they've been
Put it out on
conditioned.
Facebook.
They've been conditioned to go to a certain place. So,
Well, ring the bell that says YouTube.
video software platform. That's okay.
What?
A video software platform. So Eric, by the way, Eric Johnson is skiing somewhere. We're here. Angela Sharp in studio for her first day. Excited to have you. We're going to have some fun. It's Martin Luther King Day. Not a lot of traffic out in the area. Not a ton going on. So we're doing our best with it. Why don't we take a break now and then come back?
Are
Is
you
that
saying
cool?
you'd like to break?
Could we do that? Let's take a break. We'll regroup. We'll continue to have some fun on this day. Brendan Shanahan, Angela Sharp. I'm Vic Faust with Fox 2. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We'll come back right after this. You're listening to The Edge. You can catch us at
I
YouTube.
know this song.
The Morning Edge. YouTube, The Morning Edge. You can also catch us at viperrocks.com. Let people know. And, of course, 100.7 FM The Viper. Back with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Shop local with Revolution Mattress in O'Fallon. When you come in, you talk to the owners, Kevin and Lisa. No high pressure and no salesperson stalking you through the store. Kevin and Lisa will help you pick out the perfect mattress for your body and sleep position. Most of their products are made in America with a 10-year non-prorated warranty. See why Revolution Mattress has 5-star ratings on Google and Facebook reviews. Revolution Mattress, locally owned on Main Street in O'Fallon.
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. I'm a speed bump. Did you hear what I said? I'm a speed bump. And if you have cut-rate car insurance, the cost to reattach your muffler could really be a bump in the road. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi, this is Conrad Bellman at Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters. Right now is a great time for you to get a Carnection truck, car, van, or SUV. With our huge selection, you'll be sure to find just what you're looking for. We take lots of trade-ins and are buying pre-owned vehicles every day. Get that quality pre-owned vehicle you've been wanting from Bellman's Carnection in St. Peters at Highway 70 and 370, where you'll never pay the max. Online at carnection.com.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair. Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies for over 40 years. Your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
Lowe's Provember event is back, and we're thanking pros like you all month long. So when you become a Pro Loyalty member, now through November 24th, you'll get a welcome kit via mail, Lowe's bucket included. It's all part of Provember, going on online and in stores. Lowe's, the new home for pros. New accounts only. More terms and conditions apply while supplies last. Visit Lowe's.com/ProLoyalty for details. U.S. only.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Did I do something wrong?
Why? Because you just got.
Am I being punished?
You got rickrolled.
Rick Astley, baby.
You got rickrolled.
Taking You Back Circuit, 1985.
That's the first time you've been rickrolled all year.
Is this Never Gonna Give You Up?
It is.
And Angela dancing, as she does a lot. You're a dancing queen. That
I
should
don't know
be
about
your...
all that, but I like it.
No, you do. You dance a lot, and that's cool. We like it. You bring energy.
Yeah, I feel like it's in between periods, the Blues Canucks.
There you go.
Hey, I'm here in section 316 with Shanny. Shanny, name 3 hockey players that are from Russia.
That is a good game.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't win this towel.
But usually I still give you the towel.
You do.
Yeah,
You do.
so-
That's cool though.
So
Everybody
even
always
if you
looks
lose,
around and
you
sees
still
you.
win. Yeah.
And you're at the ambush games now too, right?
Yes, I'm at the Ambush and the Cardinals now. I'm no longer with the Blues. I went to the Blues game on Saturday night, though. So I saw the new me.
What, is,
Is what I like.
what does that mean, the new me?
The new me. Well, I don't work at the Blues, right?
Yeah.
So somebody else has to do the job that I did
Oh,
for 11 years.
The person who's doing their job
So the
now.
new me
Yeah.
is a guy. The new me is a guy.
Is that before the game?
No, like
In between
like
periods
in
and
between
stuff.
periods and stuff.
Oh, I've seen him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude hanging out with Louie. Him and
Yeah.
Louie were like walking around.
I don't think Louis looks happy.
Louis always happy.
No, I think Louis was happier when he had you.
You think so?
Yeah. I do.
Louis and I did get introduced the same year, just for fun facts right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
So with the ambush, do they have a mascot?
They do. It's Bushwhacker.
And,
He's like a cowboy. He's got like a mustache and a
Oh, I've
giant
seen them,
cowboy
yeah.
hat.
Oh, okay, cool.
He's all in teal.
Is there any animosity between Bushwhacker and
Louis?
Louis? Do they know each
no.
other, the cousins?
They're all friends. All
That's good.
There's like it's like a mascot community. In
Yeah.
fact, coming up in February, the Ambush have a mascot game during the halftime.
Mm-hmm.
So a bunch of mascots from all over come over
the
and play
Hoots, all of them.
soccer
yeah.
against each other. It's so funny.
Be careful with Fred Bird. I heard Fred Bird has to have like all green M&Ms and that
Oh
sort
my
of
gosh,
thing.
Fred Bird's my favorite.
As Fred Bird shows up.
Got a special rider on his contract.
I don't know about all that, but I do know it's a lot of fun because you see these mascots run around, and like one year, one of them lost their heads. Not a major mascot, one of the smaller mascots lost their head, and so kids freak out when you lose your head.
Yeah, like the Myers Credit Union number 7.
Yeah, like
he
something
tripped
like
and
that.
fell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're listening to The Edge. Hello, everybody. Brendan Shanahan's here. Angela Sharp is here now. She is now a member of the team. We appreciate it. Glad to have Angela in studio. I'm Vic Faust from Fox 2. Chris is still in Florida. He's allegedly coming back this afternoon. And Eric is parts unknown skiing. That's all we know. He and the boyfriends, went for a little ski trip. They go to secluded places and they ski.
Sounds like fun.
Yes. And I guess drink and get in hot tubs together. So
martinis.
more power to the and apple.
You almost
martini.
say that with a little bit of jealousy in your
and
voice.
apple.
Vic.
Oh no, I'm not a big skier anymore.
Oh, okay.
No. Hey, trust me, my plate is full, buddy.
I get it.
My plate is full.
How was your drive?
I was in Columbus for the weekend. If anybody cares, for a lacrosse tournament for my son. That is Columbus, Ohio, right next to Ohio State University. The drive was easy. It was great. There was no traffic.
How many hours?
Over 6. I know it's a 6+ hour drive, but it's not a bad drive, which was great. And as long as there's no traffic or construction, it's beautiful. And you're not really traveling through any major cities. You kind of hit the outskirts of Indianapolis, and then go around Indianapolis, and it takes you all the way there. Simple. So, and driving back yesterday, nobody was on the roads, which was awesome. And I realized it is so much better to drive in the winter than it is during the summer. Because during the summer, there's construction and there's traffic and there's accidents all the freaking time. But not this time. I'm not a huge fan of Columbus, Ohio. It's all right. It's all right.
And I don't know that anybody's a huge fan.
But it was they're on lockdown in Columbus.
Oh, are they?
Oh yeah. If you didn't wear your mask in, there were some people asking you to. Other places not. You'll get looks if you didn't. But the entire St. Louis contingent of lacrosse people and families were really not wearing masks, but the hotel workers were at the hotel.
Well, that makes sense, right?
And then at the lacrosse facility, like nobody. There's nobody.
In the facility, nobody.
No, but it was interesting because you had people from Canada, California, New York, Michigan, Atlanta, Dallas, St. Louis. Where were their other teams from? Chicago. And then the teams from Canada were all-star teams from all over the entire nation. So you had people from all over the place, but no, every now and then you'd see somebody wearing a mask. And we had a dad on our own team. He wears a mask just to protect himself.
I feel like that's what it is like.
And he's the
here.
principal of Clayton High School. And
So he has to.
Yeah, so he wears.
He's
He
setting
just
an
wore it.
example.
Yeah.
On principle.
Yeah, and I've never asked him if he had,
An example.
but I've never asked him if he has a health condition, and he may have a health
right,
condition.
because you shouldn't ask random people that.
I went into the county and I was surprised
And
that
he's
it was
not
much
wearing
less.
a cloth; he's wearing an N95 mask.
Ooh.
You should not ask random people if they have a health condition, though. Please
Well,
don't do that.
he's a friend.
Still weird. Please
He's
don't do
bringing my
that.
son back today, so maybe I should. I mean, I don't know.
Does your son have to wear a mask in the car with him?
No. I don't know. Maybe we'll ask.
Yeah, that's what
I was
I mean.
gonna
See,
say,
you look,
that's how you'll
your,
find out.
Your eyes went, wait,
It'll be
wait a
just
minute,
like
I
being
don't
at
know.
school. You have to wear a
Because
mask all day
if
long.
I'm in the car and I have to wear that mask the entire drive myself, like I saw somebody literally driving. I had come from the county, which I was surprised there was much less masking than I thought there would be. And there wasn't a lot of, people giving weird looks, but it was about 50-50. And then I pulled back into St. Charles County, pulled at the light next to this guy, and he was alone in his car with his mask on.
Okay, so I see
still
that a
see those.
lot, but I feel like those are the delivery drivers, like your Uber Eats
This
and
was
stuff
not,
like that.
I would say this is not a delivery driver.
No?
No.
Well, then I don't know why they're
This
Well,
was just this guy came back from CVS or something.
Okay, I saw the end of all end stories when it comes to wearing masks, and I never brought this up on the show. And I wish we were on Facebook to have our full contingent of listeners.
We
let
are on
people-
YouTube today.
Yes, but we are on YouTube. That's at The Morning Edge. You can also catch us at viperrocks.com. Please let everybody know. We still may be coming back up. Chris is still working on it. He says it may come up shortly. We'll see what happens with that. But the last place on earth, the last, and if you guys have another idea that would be more so than the idea that I'm giving you, the last place where you think you'd ever see a mask, let me know. I was at the gym 3 weeks ago, and there was a man. I could tell because I saw him when we came out. Had to at least be in his 60s, if not older. We were inside the steam room, and he was wearing a mask.
That was going to be my guess.
Room?
He was wearing, and this is a powerful steam room. I mean, it's potent. It is, I mean, you walk in and you can't see 10 feet in front of you to see where you're going to go. It's that powerful where the steam comes in. And he came with a mask on, and he wore a mask the entire time. So obviously, I saw him come in, I guess the steamer, so to speak, had just gone down, so the steam had come down a little bit. So I was sitting near the door when he came in, and I saw him. I'm like, oh no, oh hell no, he's wearing a mask in the steam room. This isn't good. I didn't see any possible way this could be good. So then he had my attention, and then it was a little crowded, so he sat near me on the right. So I was like, how long is this guy going to stay in? And he had to have at least been in there 10 minutes because I stay in long. And when I left, he was still in there. And it was probably 10 minutes just with him. Then I saw him come out a little bit later, and then he took it off, but he didn't take it all the way off before he got to his little locker. I mean, it's like he came out of the steam room.
He probably had to peel it off.
It was a blue one.
Some people got to get their schwitz in. You got to I got to go. Hey, I'm going for my schwitz. When you got to have it, you got to have it. Mask or no mask.
So he was wearing a mask in the steam room. So I'm like, there's no way in hell that this just happened. But somebody wore a mask inside the steam room.
I mean, it's an interesting place, but he feels like he's protecting himself.
I think.
He probably thought you were in there all unmasked, and he didn't want to get all your germy germs.
Yeah, germy germs.
Yeah, me and the other 80 people who had been in there by that time at 12 o'clock that day, I guess.
Steam room is just like you just hovered above everybody's, people stew from
I know
a
it's
hot
weird.
tub.
I love steam rooms.
I get
though.
it. I
love
understand.
Saunas, and but yeah, I know what you're saying. The thought's gone through my mind before.
That's hovering. Hot tubs are people soup. And sitting in a steam room is just like hovering above the people soup. Like you're
Have you
vaporizing.
ever heard that analogy before?
People soup?
Yeah.
No, that's
It's-
gross. And
yeah.
now I don't think I'll ever get in a hot tub again.
And you get a bunch of Irish guys in there. It's chowder because they're all full of potatoes. So it's gross. There's people, I cannot take hot tubs. Like if you go to a resort or something like that.
I never even thought about this.
Ugh.
But now I'm out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm out on hot tubs. Thanks.
And chocolate
Okay.
fountains. Probably no. Don't do chocolate fountains.
Angela, have you ever been married?
Have I ever been married?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Is this going to be a married question? Because I don't know the answer.
Well, it's not really a question. It's a weird story because if you'd ever been married, I was going to say, dude, would you have ever considered this story to get away from your husband? A woman faked her own kidnapping just to get a break from her husband.
Isn't that the whole premise of that movie?
Isn't that what book club's for?
That was the whole movie. Garn Girl. Wasn't that the whole deal with that movie?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right from here in Missouri.
Yeah.
Well, I feel bad because this woman's only 22.
Well,
A
I
22
figured you'd have to be young enough to pull off the getting kidnapped
A
part.
22-year-old woman in South Dakota is facing charges after she faked her own kidnapping because she, quote, wanted a break from her husband.
Wait, why is she facing charges?
Well,
'Cause it's
because if you
illegal to fake your own
lie to police and file a false
But
police
I didn't
report,
lie to the police. I didn't say I was missing.
no,
Somebody else said she was missing.
let's tell you the story.
Okay. Give me the deets.
This happened last year, but the charges were just filed. It's not clear how long they've been married, but she's only 22, so it couldn't have been that long. She wanted to fake her own kidnapping, so she did. She followed through. She was working as a delivery driver for Domino's when she called her husband around 10 p.m., said a group of people were trying to rob her. He said he could hear someone pounding on the window, so he believed it. Then she hung up. He started getting text messages demanding ransom money. He also got one that said, "I don't have long. I love you. Please help." Yeah, imagine being that person. Now I'm getting irate. Now I hope they threw the book at her.
You're getting mad and I'm laughing.
Yeah. Because could you imagine somebody doing that to you? I hate it when bad things happen to people. So one of her coworkers then also got a random message, and some of the text came from a weird number they didn't recognize. It turned out she was using an app to disguise her number.
Love it. Oh my gosh, I love this.
We've had politicians do that.
This is the new equivalent to the magazine cut up into the little letter.
Yeah, that's right.
But all the texts were really coming from her.
Do you see how mad Vic is getting about
You're
this?
right.
I feel like it might have happened to him at some point.
Police scrambled.
He's kind of thinking, why didn't I think of this?
Damn
I
it.
think it's kind of funny.
Damn it, Jim. Police, here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
If it wasn't interesting already. Police scrambled a SWAT team together and tried to track her down by pinging her phone. She was sitting in the car all alone with another man when they found her.
Oh, I love that she was with another dude.
Oh, she was cheating. That's she didn't need to a break
awesome.
from her husband.
She
needed
tried
a
to
break
claim
from her
they-
marriage.
She tried to claim they just let her go all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
She eventually admitted she made the whole thing up because she wanted a break. It's called a break now. She wanted a break from her husband. So she'll be in court next week to face charges for filing a false police report.
She didn't file the police report, though. I feel like a good lawyer can get you off on that. She never called the police and said, I've been abducted. Her husband did. Right?
For
So
filing a false report.
So she lied to her husband, not
That's
to...
a good point. She couldn't file the report on herself
Right.
saying, "Hello, my name is Lisa. I've been kidnapped."
And attempted grand theft.
What did she thieve?
She was
his
trying
money.
to. It was almost like she was.
She
yeah.
wanted his
Was there a
money.
ransom?
Okay. She
Yeah.
asked for ransom, so
Yeah.
I'll give you
How much
that
was the
one.
ransom?
It didn't say.
Oh, okay.
She did try to get money from her husband, so I'll give you that one. But she didn't file a false report. She lied to her husband. It was an elaborate lie, but it was still a lie. I shouldn't be arrested for lying to my husband.
Are you an attorney?
No, but it just seems like that's the logical. A good
It does
attorney
seem
would
logical,
get you out
but-
of that.
Right, but but then when it
I'm
escalates,
not an
when your
attorney.
lie
I think
is,
that sounds.
when your lie
highly
escalates
illegal.
into something like that, like, oops, I didn't mean it to go that far.
Sorry,
I mean,
my bad.
Yeah, but this is a life or death situation. This is like, this is the situation where what if it was happening
right.
and it was true? That's
Chicken
the
Little.
problem.
It's the Chicken Little, and it's just like Chicken Little. Chicken Little's the sky is falling, the sky is falling. He would always say that, and then when the sky is actually falling, nobody believed him, and everybody got
Man cries wolf.
I know that story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
One of
Same.
those-
The boy who cries wolf
Boy
and
Who
Chicken
Cries
Little are
Wolf
both
and-
the same theme.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I just didn't know who Chicken was.
Chicken
you
Little.
go.
He's a little chicken. He's a little chicken,
Little chicken.
and he was being ignored, so he would he'd tell these crazy stories, and then when he really needed help,
Is
they
he a
were like, "Nope."
cartoon or is he like claymation?
It's a fable. It's in one of the old fables, just like the
Yes.
boy who cries wolf.
So
or
that's
Little
where
Red
the
Riding
issue
Hood.
comes into play.
Okay, fine.
You start-
However,
And then
I feel like a good lawyer can get her off with minimal issue.
Do you have a good lawyer for?
I think she's.
I feel like I don't know what town was she in.
South Dakota somewhere.
There's
I-
got to be a good lawyer. in South
I feel like
Dakota somewhere.
I feel like she's got some problems. I feel like she's gonna be.
Yeah, her first problem is she just doesn't need to be married. She's 22.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Exactly.
Well, no one should
you
be
get
married at
You get a
22.
mulligan, darling. Just go.
If you fake a possible death or something happening to you, physical harm to your married partner, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh my God, you're heartless.
I do tend to not have a whole lot of
Emotion.
yeah.
And look, if
You're
she's
more like a
trying,
guy.
if she's doing that to get out of a
Yes.
bad situation,
Factual.
if she's doing that to get out of a bad situation, one thing I can't necessarily even say I endorse it, but if she's just doing it because she's like, oh my God, he wants me to cook him Salisbury steak again. No.
That was not a
That's-
South Dakota accent.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he sure wants me to cook him up
What
some
is a
Salisbury
South-
steak. You know,
What
we're
is a
crying
South
out loud. They were
Dakota
out there.
accent?
We're gonna have Arby's tonight. We're gonna go and have Arby's. March,
I think she wanted to be with the other guy, so she needed a break.
you're darn tootin' she did. She wanted to be with the other guy.
Yeah, we want a lot of things in life. I know. Interesting, though. So that's what's going on. Did you also know today, guys, is allegedly the most depressing day of the year?
Today is?
Today.
Blue Monday.
Why is today? It was
Blue Monday.
Look out this window. I see the sunrise on the lake. This is beautiful.
A psychologist came up with this and calls it the most depressing day of the year, Angela, because today is the perfect mix of things like bad weather, holiday debt, and failed New Year's resolutions. Failed already? It's only 17 days into the month.
I haven't failed on mine yet. Have you guys failed on yours?
I didn't have any.
You always should set at least a one.
A resolution?
Yeah, I always set a couple.
Yeah,
Do you set resolutions?
I don't necessarily set resolutions. I set goals. So it's kind of my resolutions just because I'll be like, okay, my goal is for this year. I can't just keep it as a resolution. You know, if it's like, it's lose 20 pounds, you know, blah, 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 do this. I'll always fail. If I set a goal, then I still have that time to achieve it throughout the year.
Okay.
Look at that. Positive affirmations
well,
from
you guys
Shanny
are good. I need
on
to
Blue Monday.
You need to set them.
I need to step it up and be more like you guys then.
Yeah.
Once again, we're not on Facebook this morning. If anybody's listening, we can let people. What's that for?
It's Blue Monday.
Oh.
New order.
Oh. So it is Blue Monday. We have an expert coming to the studio to take a look at that Facebook Live so that all of our fans can check it out, believe it or not. I was just informed of that. So we're on The Morning Edge and on YouTube. And you can also catch us at ViperRocks.com. Plus on the FM dial, 100.7, The Viper. Okay. Over the weekend, if you didn't see this yet, and it's coming up now as well, we got the NFL playoff set. Are you an NFL fan, Angela?
I actually failed to watch any games this weekend.
What were you doing?
I was at the Ambush on Friday. I was at the Blues game on Saturday, and I was at the Ambush again on Sunday. So I had soccer, hockey.
We need to do a Viper night at the Ambush games now.
What time?
You should.
But what time was the Ambush game yesterday?
At like 3, I think I got home at like 7:30, and
Yeah.
then sometimes after, hanging out with people,
It sounds like a long weekend.
I turn everything off and just sit in total silence.
You turn the lights off too, just sit in a dark room.
Well, most of the lights off. I have like Christmas lights over my living room, and I turn those on, and that's it.
In quiet?
Yeah, in total silence.
Do you have animals?
I do not have any animals,
Wow.
and I just sit there and breathe.
It's kind of like being in one of those
Light some
hyperbaric
incense.
chambers, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Or like, do you ever go to like the float spas?
I've actually never been to one of those, but I think I would love it.
You're floating in a coffin. And
I
they'll
haven't
put
done it either.
It's crazy. It's like a giant clamshell. You lay down and you're laying there floating in about 6-8 inches of water because it's got so much salt in it.
Did you love
And
it?
I got
the
a little
Dead
freaked
Sea.
out at first because I tend to get into my head and I'm like, oh my God, I would start to hyperventilate. But then I was like, okay. And they put on this like little red light or they'll crack it just a little bit for you. And that was, once I started to relax, it was great.
Yeah, I
But-
think it sounds
And
awesome.
your whole, you got like total weightlessness. It's bizarre.
Yeah.
Even a fatty like